Hi everyone. This PowerPoint or recording is going to be about order of operations. It's very short, um, but order of operations, um, you have to do things in a specific order whenever there's a long number sentence. A lot of people learned, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Some people learned PEMDAS. I had a lady come in a long time ago that said that she was always taught purple elephants marching down a street. So that's what I ran with. So uh, when expressions have more than one operation, you have to follow the rules for order of operations. So using that purple elephants marching down a street, the P in purple stands for parentheses. The E in elephants stands for exponents. Marching and down, they go together. Notice that those stand for multiplication or division, and a street stands for addition and subtraction. So therefore, first you do all operations inside of parentheses. Next, you solve the exponents. Working from left to right, do all multiplication and division, whichever comes first. And finally, working from left to right, do all addition and subtraction, whichever comes first. So I have an example coming up. Honestly, whenever you're working on it, it's good to have either, PEMDAS written down so you can follow the order of operations. I do that a lot. But here's the example. I've honestly had I've had students before say, oh, I can't do that. You totally can. And I know this is going to sound silly, but it's something that my dad used to always say to me is, and I know it's weird, I'm saying an elephant, but how do you eat an elephant? And everybody just kind of looks at me weird because why would you eat an elephant? But you eat an elephant one bite at a time. And that's exactly how you approach order of operations. It's one bite at a time, one piece at a time. So step one is parentheses. And if you notice, I have 2 times 4 in parentheses. And 2 times 4 is 8. Now notice I brought down the little exponent with it. I have another parentheses, which is 5 minus 1. And there's nothing complicated about 5 minus 1. It is 4. Now notice I brought down that multiplication sign because I haven't used it yet. I also haven't used this plus 1. So that's my next line. The next step is exponents. I have an exponent right here. A lot of people will make the mistake and say 8 times 2 is 16. That is not the case. The exponent tells me how many 8s to multiply together. So 8 to the second power, or 8 squared, is 8 times 8, which is 64. And now I bring down everything I haven't used yet. The next step is multiply or divide. I have a multiplication right here. And 64 times 4 gives me 256. Then I bring down my plus 1, and 256 plus 1 is 257. Now, one thing I want to point out before I end this video is notice how the problem, you could almost say it looks like a pizza slice. And that's what I try to tell students, is try to keep it in a pizza slice. Now, not all of them will look exactly like one, nor be perfect, but work down the page. So anyway, that is my presentation on order of operations. Please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever.